you so much. I'm so happy that you're all here for the opening of the Historietas. The cartoonists that you'll be meeting today also have a socio-political edge to their work. And this is also why they all kind of fit within the spirit of World War III Illustrated and Edison Rio.
So if I have to talk about what the sort of overarching quality of my work is, I think it's this notion of the monster and what a monster is. To me, the notion of a monster is an inherently political thing. A monster is something that is out of the natural order, something that should be destroyed. What you call a monster says more about you than your target.
So I didn't have friends when I was in school. I was one of those isolated kids. I was like really scared. My sexuality came out really early. So it basically freaked out my family when my mom found out of it, so I kind of kept it to myself. So I was one of those kids who was isolated and kind of was a way to kind of like just escape in the world. So I used comics to kind of like save my life, and then I realized that can save other people's lives too, that kind of stuff.
Art should be about the idea, not necessarily about emotion. And I sort of flip that because then it leads you into this place of like insincere irony, right? It's like all these mind games that you play with your art. So I decided to dedicate my life to make a career based on sincerity.
It's been a while since I've had a zine. I don't have a zine on this table, but this was around the last time that I made one. And what you see is an image of me trying to sell them for $1 at Union Square back in 2017. I would do this thing where it would be like, either you give me $1 or you give it to me, or I give it to you for free and you follow me on Instagram. So I got a lot of followers, but not a lot of dollars.
A lot of the comics that I do for World War III Illustrated are based on people that I know, but also they're autobiographical. And this story has to do with my brother-in-law, who back in 2007 ended up deported back to El Salvador. One of the purposes of this comic was to explain where ICE had come from, and I wanted to explain how before the 9/11 era, INS and Customs were two separate agencies that became merged into one agency that just further criminalized immigrants.
This is my debut comic into publishing by Black Crusade Press. It's about when I was 12 and I was getting bullied in middle school for having a little butt. So it goes, I'm built like this, small chest, belly, small bottom. Yeah, I'm Latina, but not the type you see on Univision or Telemundo. I just grew up feeling like I was Latina, but not in the way of like, I'm not a white Latina and I'm not super presenting mixed indigenous person with desirable body features.